The Harry Potter film series was pure magic on screen, but behind the camera, some actors paid the price during filming. From stunts gone wrong to permanent hearing loss, these are the times when Harry Potter actors got lifelong disabilities while filming. Before we dive into the real-life consequences of creating this magical world, don't forget to subscribe for more eye-opening Hollywood stories. Rupert Grint, the sound that never stops. We all love Ron Weasley for his humor in the series, and Rupert Grint's acting brought heart to the series. But behind the laughs we see, he carries a painful reminder of the explosive sets of the Harry Potter series. Throughout the years, he filmed a lot of scenes that were filled with magical blasts and explosions. All these explosions and blasts caused him tinnitus. It is a condition that makes the ears ring constantly, and by constantly we mean all the time. Rupert said, "I didn't notice it at first, but now there's always this ringing sound. Tinnitus has no cure, and he has to live his whole life with it now. It is manageable, but it keeps worsening with age. The actor is still dealing with it, which proves that even temporary battles can leave permanent marks." David Holmes, the stuntman who became paralyzed. This could be considered the most devastating injury of the entire Harry Potter franchise. It's not about one of the stars, but the man who played an important role in making their magic look real on screen. David Holmes was Daniel Radcliffe's longtime stunt double. He performed hundreds of dangerous scenes over the years with perfection, but during the filming of Deathly Hallows, Part 1, a tragedy happened. While shooting a sequence where Harry is blasted backward by an explosion, a harness malfunctioned on the set, and Holmes was thrown into a wall. He hit the wall with great force, which broke his neck. This injury paralyzed him from the chest down. Radcliffe was shattered by this incident. He really appreciated the work and dedication of David. He later called David one of the bravest and most inspiring people he's ever met. He also helped in producing a documentary about his recovery. Holmes himself said, "I went from being an active stuntman to suddenly living life in a wheelchair. Despite this life-changing injury, he continues to mentor other stuntmen and performers. He is a living reminder of the unseen dangers behind the cinematic magic we see." Daniel Radcliffe, the boy who lived with dyspraxia. Daniel Radcliffe has become a global icon as the boy who lived. But even before his magical journey actually began, he was facing a real-world challenge. Radcliffe was dealing with dyspraxia. It is a neurological condition that affects coordination and motor skills. In interviews, Daniel revealed he struggled with simple, everyday tasks like tying shoelaces or writing legibly. While dyspraxia wasn't actually caused by filming, but it made many of his action-heavy sequences and scenes feel like an endurance test. From flying on a broomstick to escaping dragons, Daniel often needed extra takes and more guidance to perfect his movements. But despite these challenges, he refused to let them hold him back. He proved that sometimes even wizards have to overcome invisible struggles. Robbie Coltrane, Hagrid's burden. Our most favorite and beloved giant Hagrid was a warm-hearted, loyal, and larger-than-life character. But for Robbie Coltrane, the role caused years of physical suffering. To achieve Hagrid's massive appearance, Coltrane had to wear thick padding, prosthetics, and heavy platform boots. The weight of these costume pieces placed an enormous strain on his knees. He revealed that walking in those heavy boots for hours has wrecked his joints. At first, he just had some knee issues, but eventually his knee problems became so severe that he needed a wheelchair for the rest of his life. Coltrane also admitted that his knees had to pay a price for that giant appearance, but it was worth it for Hagrid. Matthew Lewis, the explosion that took his hearing. Neville Longbottom's transformation from a shy boy to a battle hero was so amazing and unforgettable. But during the filming, Matthew Lewis experienced a real-life explosion that affected his hearing severely. When a battle scene went wrong and a special effects blast was detonated too close to his head, Lewis said that everything sounded muffled. At first, he thought it was temporary and it would pass, but it never did. Later, doctors confirmed that this blast caused him permanent hearing loss in one ear. Now, Matthew has to live his whole life with this hearing loss. But despite this, he continued performing, which proves that even pain and loss can't silence Neville's courage. Ralph Fiennes, Voldemort's skin allergies. Becoming the Dark Lord wasn't only psychologically intense, but it was physically painful and hard as well. The actor, Ralph Fiennes, who played this dark character so greatly, had to endure hours of prosthetics and makeup daily to transform into Voldemort. He had to spend hours in the makeup room to get ready, and then long shooting hours wearing all those artificial things. The chemicals in the adhesive caused severe skin allergies and inflammation in him. His face would often turn red and swollen after spending many hours shooting in the character of Voldemort. Even now, Fiennes needs to avoid certain products and things because of his sensitive skin. The evil truly left a mark on him and changed his whole life forever. Jason Isaacs, the wand that wrecked his wrist. The elegant-looking silver-topped cane of Lucius Malfoy, which also doubled as Voldemort's wand, had a painful truth behind its glamour. Jason Isaacs, who played the role of Lucius Malfoy, had to swing this silver-topped cane in the filming of various action scenes. But he also had to deal with a lot of pain because of his cane. This beautiful-looking cane was surprisingly heavy, and fighting in dramatic duels with this cane permanently damaged Isaac's wrist. Throughout the film franchise, Isaac used this heavy cane in various scenes. Handling such a heavy cane and using it properly in dramatic battle scenes was not easy, and he had to pay a price for it. He jokingly said that who knew my biggest enemy wasn't Harry Potter, but in reality, it was my own cane. Till today, Isaac experiences stiffness when performing certain hand movements, which is proof that even nice-looking props can hurt. If you're enjoying this video, then hit the subscribe button to watch more off-screen inside look videos of actors' real lives. Tom Felton, the Draco Malfoy back injury. The character of Draco Malfoy was one of the most arrogant Hogwarts wizards, and this role was played by Tom Felton. Off the screen, Draco's role demanded great physical intensity. The filming of all the dueling, falling, and constant tumbling took a toll on his spine. Felton confessed that years later, he began suffering from chronic back pain, which is a result of the countless scenes where he was slammed to the ground or flung by various spells throughout the series. He also said that it was all part of the fun during the shootings, where we all enjoyed these things together, but now my back doesn't seem to enjoy it. Now, Felton has to manage his discomfort through physical therapy and stretching. It is a reminder that even wizards are not immune to real-world injuries. Evanna Lynch. The cost of fragility. Evanna Lynch, who brought the ethereal Luna Lovegood to life, had to face a different kind of battle. This battle was against her own body. Before her acting days, he struggled with severe eating disorders and malnutrition, which made her bones weak. She later developed osteoarthritis. With this, her bones became so fragile that even small falls can cause fractures to her. With this weakness of bones, filming action scenes was very risky. Every jump or sprint came with real danger, but still, she refused to let this fear prevent her from living her dreams. This whole journey of all the action and stunt-filled scenes and shooting was really hard and scary for her. Evanna once said that it was Luna who taught her to embrace herself with all her flaws and everything. Her resilience became one of the franchise's most inspiring real-life stories. Helena Bonham Carter explosion-induced hearing loss. Playing the role of Bellatrix Lestrange was as wild and chaotic as the character herself. But for the actress Helena Bonham Carter, who played this character, it came at a cost. There were a lot of explosions and heavy scenes in the whole series of Harry Potter films, and during a fiery wand battle scene, a massive explosion went off near her. This explosion caused her temporary hearing loss in one ear. The hearing returned after a few days, but not completely. She confirmed that the hearing in her one ear has been permanently weakened. She laughed it off in her signature eccentric way, but this damage was irreversible. Alan Rickman, the weight of Snape. Alan Rickman was responsible for bringing cinema's one of the most iconic characters to life, Professor Snape. There are a lot of fans of Professor Snape and Alan Rickman, but only a few of them know that he had to suffer from chronic back pain during filming. Snape's flowing robes were a lot heavier in reality than they looked on screen. This, combined with hours of standing in character, took a serious toll on Rickman's spine. The crew members recalled and confirmed that Rickman rarely sat down when he was in character. He used to stand all the time and maintained his brooding posture of Snape. He used this technique to stay in character. Over time, the weight and pressure caused persistent back issues that followed him even off the set. Despite all the pain, he never complained even once, because for Rickman, Snape was totally worth it. No doubt it was his dedication that made his character so great and iconic. Warwick Davis, the weight of two roles. Warwick Davis is the actor who played two great roles in the franchise. He was Professor Flitwick and the Goblin Griphook. For both these characters, he spent hours under heavy prosthetics and costumes. For playing Griphook, he was required to crouch in uncomfortable positions for long hours. Over the years, this led to joint pain and chronic knee and back problems. Davis admitted that those suits looked magical on the screen, but they were brutal in reality. Wearing those costumes and makeup was like torture. Even today, he often experiences stiffness and pain in his joints, knees, and back. This is a physical proof that magic always comes with a price. Maggie Smith, battling cancer while filming. Dame Maggie Smith, who portrayed the wise Professor McGonagall, was secretly fighting a real-life battle during the shoots of The Half-Blood Prince. She was undergoing chemotherapy because of breast cancer, and yet she refused to quit filming. She admitted that fighting with cancer and filming all these heavy scenes was really exhausting, but I didn't want to stop. Despite her fatigue, she managed to deliver powerful performances that inspired the whole cast and the crew. Her off-screen strength totally matched her on-screen power, which proved that true magic always comes from resilience. Michael Gambon, the lights that caused migraines. When Michael Gambon took over as Dumbledore, he didn't only have to face dark magic, but also the harsh, bright studio lights. The dazzling lighting setup, which was required in almost every scene for magical visual effects, caused severe migraines during filming. He described it as a constant pounding pain that built up after hours on set. Though he used to wear tinted glasses between the takes, but the headaches persisted and even worsened over time. It was a painful price that the actor had to pay for the wisdom and light of Dumbledore. But we all love the character of Dumbledore just because of the sincerity of the actor. We all heard that magic comes with a price, but for all these actors, it was painfully real. They endured all the suffering just so that we could enjoy this magical and beautiful journey of Harry Potter on screen. Who's your favorite Harry Potter character? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more shocking behind-the-scenes stories from the world of film and fame.